COVID cases are exploding in Alabama. Good evening, I'm Julia Smith. The positivity rate is closing in on 40%. We've had more than 35,000 new cases reported this week. More than 1,200 are hospitalized. More than 200 of those are in the Huntsville hospital system. This increase in hospitalizations has physicians from the Medical Association of the state of Alabama talking. Here's what they had to say during a live Q&A session earlier this afternoon.
We don't hospitalize people for colds. We rarely hospitalize people for influenza. There were 30 people in the hospital today for influenza. There were 1,247 in the hospital for COVID.
This increase in hospitalization is concerning to physicians here in Alabama, especially when it comes to unvaccinated groups of people, especially grade school children.
We're so extremely lowly vaccinated when it comes to children. And there are providers who have told their children, parents of children not necessarily to vaccinate because you can just get COVID and it won't be so bad.
I certainly understand parents are between a rock and a hard place here. Our public officials, our school boards are really in a tough situation. We all want kids to be in school and for face-to-face instruction. We want them there in person. That's the best way to do it. There's so many reasons how we've seen in the past 2 years that being out of school, being in a virtual environment is just not the same. But we also want to be able to do it safely.
One way to do so safely is to get your child vaccinated. Dr. Harris with the Alabama Department of Public Health compares getting vaccinated to wearing a seatbelt, while the other two experts agree with his analogy of precaution.
You don't wear a seatbelt because it keeps you from having a wreck, right? You wear a seatbelt so you don't die in case you have a wreck.
Right, that's right. So it's not a pleasant message to have to deliver, but we'd rather people have that message in front of them before they are sitting in a place of desperate need.
Sure.
So
Nixon Norman, Fox 54 News.